Brusthom Ziamani only became a Muslim last spring. Very quickly he embraced radical Islam with its extremist ideology. And within months of his conversion, he expressed support for Islamic State and declared he was planning to behead a British soldier. In this exclusive footage obtained by the BBC, he's on the streets at a demonstration. He described how he was desperate to fit in with fellow activists. A few months later, he would be out alone and armed for an attack. When he was stopped and arrested, he had this 12-inch knife. He was also carrying a hammer to use on his chosen victim. And with his weapons, he had a black flag. It was the barbaric street murder of Fusilier Lee Rigby in Woolwich in 2013 which inspired Ziamani. He was said to idolise the killers, Michael Adebolajo and Michael Adebowale, describing Adebolajo as a legend. Ziamani had laughed at Lee Rigby's savage death. He wrote that because the soldier wasn't a Muslim, he was burning in hell. This was a boy who'd been brought up as a Jehovah's Witness. He said that when he abandoned the family faith for Islam, his relationship with his parents ended. Homeless, he was helped by his local mosque in southeast London.
He came to worship with us, and I could remember the first day he came. Muslims generally, anywhere in the world, we are always very pitiful and very sympathetic with people who are newcomers. And whatever assistance in terms of money they need to include themselves or to eat, we are always ready to give.
But the Imam says it's now clear that the convert failed to grasp that his new religion didn't advocate violence, because soon Ziamani was on a more radical path.
The Muslims are over 2 billion around the world.
He joined followers of the extremist preacher Anjem Choudhury. He also posted fanatical messages on Facebook. And he wrote, but didn't send, a letter to his estranged family. It read, "To my beloved parents, now with the current situation in Iraq and Syria and neighbouring countries, my brothers and sisters are being raped, killed, tortured. It's a duty to help my brothers and sisters. Because I have no means of getting there, I will wage war against the British government on this soil." That letter was found by police when they first moved in on Brusthom Ziamani. He was staying at a flat on this estate. In the weeks that followed, officers attempted to de-radicalise him. His response was, "It's too late." On the internet, he'd researched military locations, including army cadet bases. He was out on bail but under surveillance. After he was arrested with his weapons, he said his plan was to decapitate a soldier and hold his head up in the air so his friend could take a photograph. Despite this, it appears that Ziamani had no accomplice, and the teenager, now convicted of terrorism, was a lone wolf. June Kelly, BBC News.